and gentlemen, you know what time it is, baby. Reaper Crew, don't forget, we are number one. Welcome to the main show. For all of you that are tuning in now, welcome. Do me a favor, grab yourself a whiskey. Today on the show, we're going to do something amazing. For all of you that have been here before, I think you all know when it comes to my shows, how it runs. For all of you that are new here, anybody that's rewatching this or actually watching this for the first time, let me just tell you, this is the Whiskey Reaper Show, and at the end of the day, I give you the best show I can give you. Everything that I do here is not scripted. I am not bought out from a company to review anything. These are all very subjective opinions, and I also will say, you know what, Garrison brothers actually will be watching this video. Oh shoot, but they're not backing me. I buy all the bottles. I'm not getting paid at all. So this is gonna be an amazing show, because a lot of you want to know about Texas whiskey, and at the end of the day, you know what, let me change the tune just a little. I have to go around the room, okay? For all of you that don't know, okay, if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Also, I will say, I go around the room, usually at the beginning of the show. Let me make sure that we have this center stage. Okay, here we go. Let me see who we have. Lux, Watch Lux. He was the first one in the chat room. Good to see you, Watch Lux. And also, Bob loves whiskey. I think it's going to be an amazing night over here, Bob. He says over here, hell yeah, Garrison Brothers is the best. Texas. That's what we're going to be doing today. Texas. Farm Kitty. I see you, Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty yesterday, actually, I think we did a stream yesterday. It was a Buffalo Trace stream. She sent she sent $10 super chat yesterday, and for all of you that send super chats, this is the main show. So I will tell you, when it comes to the main show, I tend to sometimes stray away from the comments. A lot of times I do, because I have to focus very hard. It's not about really focusing hard. You know, when you have a good show, sometimes you just have to focus on main things. So, you know, I'm going to start to bring out some bottles out here, and let's see what kind of colors we can put on here. Okay, let's start off by putting some colors out here. Let's see how many colors we can fit in the screen. As a matter of fact, let me make sure that we turn this off so that we can all see center stage in this beautiful lineup. As a matter of fact, we're going to start taking some bottles off, okay? We're going to have to start taking some bottles off and making room for the one and only Garrison Brothers. Now, the beauty, let me say this, the beauty of my streams is that I never set anything out for any of you, okay? That is the beauty of my streams. The reason why everybody loves these streams is because you get to see me doing everything on the spot. On the spot! I just love to do everything on the spot. So let me move this. Let me move a couple. Oh shoot! There's a bunch out here. There's a bunch of Elijah Craig's. By the way, this is live. We are live right now. Okay, want to let everybody know. Let me move this one over here. Ooh, got a little bit of purple action here. Let me see, what else can I put on the screen? Well, we are missing, what else are we missing? We're missing this one. We can put this one too on here. As a matter of fact, we can move this one maybe a little bit to the left. You know what, Smoke Wagon can go way back there. Let me see, what else am I missing on here? Let me see. Oh, shoot. As a matter of fact, we are missing one. Which one are we missing? As a matter of fact, let me see if we all know which one we are missing. Ooh, okay. It is the Cowboy. That is officially the one we are missing out here. And I'm sorry to say, you know, I don't have a Cowboy to show any of you. You know what, I dropped my last Cowboy, and the Cowboy is not going to be in this show. As a matter of fact, I was just joking. The Cowboy's gonna be here, okay? Of course the Cowboy. Come on, man. What you think? This is gonna be a phony show? You think this is a phony show? No, man. We gotta put the Cowboy on here. Okay, so what am I doing here? Holy shit. This is a beautiful view. Oh, this is amazing. Wow, what a view. By the way, I'm going to make sure that we take this out of the screen, but maybe I should keep it in the middle. For all of you wondering, you're probably wondering, holy heavens, what is this? What is this decanter you have in the middle? Why do you have the decanter right there? Well, let me just tell you this. That decanter actually has a little bit of this. Okay, and that is, okay, if you don't know already, this is the Garrison Brothers, but this is actually the barrel-proof version, and it's a select, very much of a select bottle. It's a single barrel, so I ended up buying 2 of them, and I filled up my decanter with this beautiful juice. And you see it there, it says, what does it say? 120.4 proof on this Garrison Brothers. Now, we're going to talk about this right now before we start the show. Okay, we're going to talk about this because this is something I have to tell you. Okay, when it comes to Garrison Brothers, we have to change it up, okay? We got to put some... Oh, man, we got to put some Texas music. Come on, man. We need some Texas. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, there we go. Maybe we put this, or we put a little bit of a... No, this is good. Oh, we put a little bit of a Texas. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Texas, Texas, Texas. Let me tell you this, okay? When it comes to Texas whiskey, there's only one Texas whiskey company that I can tell you I back. The reason why I back this company is because at the end of the day, they price their items so high that the allocated people that look for allocated bottles tend to not go swinging for the fences with these bottles. So, the good part of that is that you get a rich, very unique flavored whiskey, and it's not only a whiskey that you get uniqueness, you get richness, you get all of Texas, and you know what they do over there in Texas. Everything in Texas goes big, and sometimes when you go to buy a house, when you go to buy a car, you want the biggest house, you want the best car. And at the end of the day, that's what they do in Texas, okay? They do the best, richest, strongest, more flavored whiskeys. And I will say, this is my ballpark type of whiskey. I love myself some Texas whiskey. So Garrison Brothers, they've always been like this. Now you're probably asking yourself, why is the juice so dark? All the juice you got so dark. Look, we're going to show you this one, okay? So this one's just a select, but I'm going to show you how dark some of these are. Now this one's red. Look at how red the juice is. Oh shoot, that juice is so red. Now you're probably wondering, Texas, you got the Cowboy. Okay, there's a Cowboy. Look how red the juice is. Now if you're wondering how dark it is, well here you go. That's how dark the juice is. I'm trying to show you as best as I can. At the end of the day, these whiskeys over here, they go for a little bit of a pricey price, a little bit of pricey price, and that's because you're paying for the bottle, the design, you're paying for the history, you're paying for the craft, and at the end of the day, okay, most of these whiskeys, they do not get aged for 15, 12 years, 14, 20 years. That doesn't happen with Texas. With Texas, they have so much heat over there in Texas that their barrels cannot handle the heat. So what happens in Texas, they basically have to cut the time out of most of their whiskeys because, let's just say the heat plays a big role into aging their whiskey. So to be honest with you, if Texas wants to go to Kentucky and try to do what they're doing in Texas, it would take them maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 decades to figure out what kind of style they're going to do in Kentucky if they went to Kentucky, because they're so used to Texas. But anyways, that is not. We're not historians out here. I'm not trying to teach anybody. We're trying to drink whiskey. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do here right now. And for all of you wondering, I have a perfect show lined up for you. I'm actually thinking maybe there's a winner here out of all of these. All of these are fantastic juices, fantastic bottles. There has to be a winner. Which Garrison Brothers whiskey is best for you? Which Texas whiskey will be ranked number 1 on the stream? And let me just tell you, I have abused all these bottles. There's not a bottle here that hasn't been abused by me. Oh, look at this. Okay, that's when you know I love this kind of style whiskey. Anyways, you know what, we're gonna go on. You know, let's go straight into the beauty of this is gonna be pouring and reviewing and tasting the whiskey. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me prepare you a little bit of glasses and let's start pouring up just a tad bit of this Garrison Brothers Texas whiskey. Let's put the glasses out here, baby. Let's start with this one. Let's put that glass out. Let's put another glass out for maybe this bad boy. What a bad boy. Let me see. Should I use a tall glass? I think I should use a tall glass for this one, shouldn't I? I think so. Let me see. I'm gonna use a shorty. I'm gonna use a shorty for one of the other ones. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of this. I'm thinking of using one of my nice glasses. Let's see if I get it. Yeah, we're gonna use one of these tall glasses for this. I'm gonna use one of these tall glasses for this. Let's see what else I can do. I need one more glass maybe. And you know what? And then we're gonna be off to the races. Okay, now for all of you watching, I will tell you, and I want to prepare you a little bit of what we do out here. If this is your first time here, if you're watching this, just note this out, okay? Note this out. I do not script any show. I do not, okay, practice anything. So what you see here is officially what you're going to see live. Nothing is going to be edited. So I do appreciate you. If you can, do me a favor. Hit me with a like on this video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. If you want to be in the comment box over here, you're welcome to do your messages. I do see a couple of you. I see you all. I see you all in the chat room. If you want to be a part of the chat room, you can always be a part of the chat room. But when this show and the train starts, super chats will be the main thing I'm going to tell you. Super chats are for the mainstream. This is the mainstream, main show. So if you send your super chat, I will attend to it. But either way, let's go pouring a little bit of these bottles. And as a matter of fact, I think it's time, okay? Let's put on the sound, the song, the music, the classical music that we need to pour up this whiskey. So here we go. Let's pour up just a little bit of whiskey. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have most of them poured. I will be drinking, if I can get there, I will be drinking the final one, which is the one that's actually inside the decanter, which is actually the one to the right. I'm looking forward to this. I actually saved my whole day for this. Anyways, ooh, it's gonna be good! Damn, this is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to this a lot. I don't think some of you understand how much I'm looking forward to this. The Garrison brothers, I can tell you, I'm just in love with Garrison brothers. There's nothing about this whiskey that I don't like. As a matter of fact, the price, if the price was cheaper, I would have an issue with the price if it was cheaper. I'm going to tell you the prices of all of these whiskeys. Some of you are wondering, what is the prices of some of these? Okay, so let's start off with, okay, the Cowboy. We have the Cowboy over here. Okay, this is the Cowboy. That one currently is going for, I believe, $250 something dollars. I think it's maybe even $300. Well, it's about there. It's about $260, $250. Okay, that is going to be this one over here. This is the Garrison Brothers Cowboy. Okay, I'm going to put that over here just for now. Also, this is Garrison Brothers Guadalupe. You can see look at that. Texas really does some crazy stuff, amazing stuff. The Garrison Brothers Guadalupe, that one is currently about $150. Now, if you can't find that at the stores, it's because in the secondary, you're looking at maybe $220 in the secondary. And I will say, it's a little bit harder to find, but now you can finally find it most of the time. Also, I'm going to say, we also have this juicy, beautiful thing here. Okay, this one over here, if you see the color, very beautiful, very nice. Look at it. That is Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. Okay, Balmorhea. That one's about $180, about that price. Woo! I'm getting there with the prices. $180, I believe. $200. Sometimes you can find it for $220, but I can tell you, $160 would be an amazing price for you to get that one out. Ooh, man, I'm getting hot in here. Anyways, also I will say, okay, the newest one, out of all of these, the newest one, the newest release that Garrison Brother has done, you've seen me do the review on it, and it's actually Garrison Brothers Lady Bird. This is actually the bottle, this is their, the newest type of release. I think it's a beautiful bottle, and you can already see the juice is all the way low. Now this one, here, out of all of them, I do love this one a lot. This one's going for about $200 something too. I think it's $240 or $230 the last I saw it. And then we also do have the Honeydew, okay? The Honeydew over here, I think this is the cheapest bottle. The cheapest bottle we have on the screen. If you like honey, I think you probably like that one. We talked about this many times before. I was looking about $100. You're looking at $90 with tax, basically $100, okay? And the juice it's not as dark, okay? It's not as dark. Holy shoot! I think I'm gonna have to drink some water. Man, I haven't even sipped on a drink out here. I haven't even sipped on a drink. Let me crack open a little bit of water before we start this. Holy shoot! This is insane. Texas, man. I feel like I'm in Texas right now. It's so hot out here. I'm gonna tell you, Fridays, man, shoot, Fridays are, they're a 50-50 thing. You know, people sometimes, they gotta go to Tony Roma's. I gotta be with family Fridays. So, you know, I can tell you, Fridays and Saturdays are my toughest days. To really, for all of you in the chat room, I do know that many of you want a lot more people in the chat room. But most of the time, Fridays, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people, they go out to restaurants. Tony Romas, I see you. Over here, Buffalo J, I see you. Bob loves whiskey, I see you. Bob loves whiskey. Honeydew is amazing, and I can tell you, I just love it. The point of the matter is that these whiskeys aren't like Texas whiskey. I can't be drinking Buffalo Trace every day, okay? Let's be honest out here. If some of you have only one pair of shoes, well, this might not be your stream, okay? If you only have one pair of Adidas or Nikes that you wear every day, this ain't gonna be for you, because I will inspire you to buy a lot of different things. A lot of different things. As you see, my palette is very arranged. I like everything. You know, I can tell you, we have basically the whole line here that you can buy. Anyways, let me drink a little bit of water before we start this review. Yesterday's super chatter was Form Kitty, so I can ask her whatever she wants me to start at, we can start at. Also, I can ask, let me see, who was the first one in the chat room? Bob Loves Whiskey. Bob Loves Whiskey. Also, Watch Lux was first one in the chat room, so both of you, whoever wants to say what you wanted me to review first, we'll go straight into it, because at the end of the day, this is your show, okay? For all of you watching, this is your show. You have to remember that. And I will say thank you all for being here and watching. For all of you, this is your first time here, well, let me just tell you, every stream that I do is a lot different. Don't expect every stream to be the same. And for all of you watching, I will say, we're going to pick something now. The first one we're going to pick out here, we're going to see which one we pick. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to do the Guadalupe. Over here, single barrel. Okay, single barrel. So if you want to do the single barrel, we can do the single barrel. But the problem with the single barrel, I was thinking about doing that one at the end. Over here, this one's one that I didn't actually put in. I didn't put this one in a glass yet because I don't have room. But that one actually is the one in the decanter. In the decanter, you have a little bit of the last bottle on there. And I put this as a presentation because we can actually do this one at the end, okay? So over here he says 10-4. Okay, so I'm not going to hold up the show. I'm going to do the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe. Now this Guadalupe, let me tell you, it's a beautiful color, okay? The color on this bad boy is excellent. And I'm gonna bring this one up to the stage. Okay, let me bring this one up to the stage. This bottle is absolutely beautiful, okay? There's nothing about this bottle that's hideous. The color orange on a bottle, absolutely phenomenal. The name, absolutely phenomenal. Guadalupe, shoot! And then the color, man, the color is insane. Let me show you the color of this juice. Look at that, how beautiful. Just insane. What a richness. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to nose this out. I have other whiskeys I have to do there, so we're going to nose this one out. And I'm going to tell you what I smell, what I like about this. And I'm also going to tell you, is this worth it? Is this something that you would like? Is this something that we're going to put on here and say, damn, this is absolutely ridiculous? We're going to see that right now. Okay, so let's go on with the nose on this bad boy. Ladies and gentlemen, Guadalupe Garrison Brothers. Here we go. Oh, wow. This is... Oh, look, that nose is just insane. This is just, it's so beautiful. You get like berries and chocolate all in there. I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know, if you haven't seen this, okay, this is finished in pour cask. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the bottle here. It's finished in pour cask. Okay, Texas straight bourbon whiskey finished in pour cask. And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get the fruitiness on the nose. I absolutely think this is phenomenal. This nose. I almost get a little bit of I get berry action, just a little bit of berries, okay, just a tad bit of berries, what I smell on here. And then the other thing, you get the traditional Texas profile. And for all of you that don't know that Texas profile, well, you do get a little bit of a, how can I say, just a tad bit of, if I can say, a tad bit of sweetness in the wood, but this is Texas type of wood. You do get just a tad bit of pepper on here, just a slat, okay? Just a slat of pepper. And if you think of what kind of pepper this isn't white pepper. This isn't black pepper. You're coming along maybe like a jalapeno or one of those chili, what is it, chili? Like a spicy little pepper on here. Let me tell you, my mouth is already watering. It kind of reminds me of, you know, that when you were a kid, you kind of had a little bit of that chocolate milk. It has a little bit of a chocolatey vibe like that. Just a tad bit. I'm going to tell you, the pour cast finish should give you a fruity vibe. So if I can say anything, I could say it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever mixed up strawberry milk with chocolate milk all together. Well, I've done that. You have a little bit of that. Very, very nice. I can tell you that nose is fantastic. Anyways, you know what? Let's go on with the palate on here. Oh, shoot. I almost broke that. Holy heavens. I almost broke that. Let's go on with the palate on here. Cheers to all of you. Thank the Lord Jesus. Thank the Lord that we didn't break nothing, okay? Let's go on with the palate on here. Let's try this out. Oh. Ooh. Let me tell you, Texas. It doesn't matter how high proof this is. It always gives you a punch. This is 107 proof. And it does taste like 107 proof. Very, very intense. Very strong. The flavors on here, I'm getting a little bit of maple, just a tad bit of maple on here. I'm also getting that fruit note that I told you that I smelled, okay? The same fruit note that I smelled is exactly what I taste. It's almost like I have a strawberry, maybe a little bit of a plum on my palate, and it's kind of mixing in there with cinnamon. Nice cinnamon notes on there. I'm going to go with the pour again. I'm going to go with the palate one more time. Ooh, very, very nice. A bit of cream on there, a little bit of honey. I'm going to tell you, the cinnamon's just flowing through, and I do get the chocolate note on there. Very beautiful. I'm going to tell you, if I can tell you one thing, this has to be a dessert type of a whiskey. I don't recommend this to have this, okay, maybe before your meal, because I'm going to tell you, it is very, very much in the realm of sweet. Very, very sweet. But I can tell you, my mouth is literally watered up. I have so much saliva in my mouth from just drinking this. This is an absolute beauty. I love this. This is amazing. One thing though, we have to go back to the palate. Let's see over here. We have to go back to the palette, and let's change up just a tune, just a tad bit, so that we can get a little bit, just a tad bit of a little bit of a change in tune here. Okay, let's go back to the palette. I'm getting strawberry now. Very nice. Very nice. I'm getting strawberry now. I don't think initially I got the strawberry. Very nice. That's strawberry. I'm going to tell you, caramel. I do taste the caramel. I'm going to tell you, the finish is very, very much. It's very much, man. It's making my mouth water. It is very. For 107 proof, this is very rich. I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg on the finish, just a tad bit of nutmeg, and I do get a tobacco type of a note on there, a tobacco note on the finish. I'm going to tell you that this is going to be, if you all know that Texas style whiskey, you do have in Garrison Brothers, there's a kind of a plum type of a taste in there that lingers usually in the palate. I do love that. And I will tell you, you do have dark fruits. Damn, those dark fruits are there. But the one thing that stands out on this, one thing that stands out is the finish. The finish is very long, very long. I really like this a lot. For all of you that like spicy, any of you that like maybe Mexican tacos, you got a little bit of how can I say, like a peppery note sometimes on the sauce, and it lingers on the finish. Well, you have it with this. If I could say one thing about this bottle, it reminds me, if I was to make a spicy chocolate, it reminds me of as if I'm eating a chocolate with a little bit of a jalapeno on there, just a tad bit, a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of spice on there, and also you throw in a little bit of fruits on there like plum and strawberry, and at the end you just coat it up with a little bit of a cigar. I think this is what it is. I think this is very unique. This is not a whiskey to be drinking all day long every day. This is a special whiskey, a very unique whiskey. If you were to give this to a friend, they might not know what to do with this. Very unique, very nice, very elegant. All in all, I have to say this is fucking amazing. I really love this. But I can tell you again, for you all, I have to do this for you all, and I can tell you, Guadalupe, it's not going to be for everybody, I understand. At the end of the day, the Guadalupe to me is fantastic. The reason why I have 2 bottles or 3 bottles is because I love it. And I will tell you, this bottle, if you're an enthusiast, if you like unique stuff, this is the bottle you need. It's very, very nice. And too much, for all of you that want something different, too much Buffalo Trace, just put that aside. Too much High West, just put that aside. You're so sick of Elijah Craig. Well, you got this. This is very unique. Let me put this back here. And let me just say, I'm going to try to finish this because I really do like this. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm getting those chocolatey notes now. I really like this a lot. There's a reason why my bottle's all the way down, and there's also a reason why we have this on the screen, because I love it. So anyways, let me take this out of the screen. Guadalupe, Garrison Brothers. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We got some possibilities here. We have some possibilities. Melissa Villanueva, I see you, Melissa Villanueva. I see you. It's a Friday. Melissa says 300 people in the chat room. As a matter of fact, we have about 300 people. But I can tell you, everybody's actually coming back from Tony Roma, so that's good. the next whiskey that I want to do actually is, I want to do something maybe a little bit light. Maybe a little bit light, okay? I want to do honeydew. I want to do the honeydew. That's what I want to do. As a matter of fact, I just came out of the Guadalupe. That is 100. How much is it? 107 proof. Okay, so I can do the honeydew right now. Let's do the honeydew. All of you, I think, know what the honeydew is. Let me put this on the screen over here. This is the honeydew. Okay, this is the honeydew. Matter of fact, let me move some of this. As a matter of fact, let me just move this one over here. Let me put this over here. This is the honeydew. We're going to do this one right now. We've already done this one, I think, last week. I really like this one. Reason why we're doing this now is because I'm trying to hit the low proof. Trying to hit the low proof bottles first. Okay, so here we go. Garrison Brothers Honeydew. Let's see how this goes, okay? I'm going to go straight into the nose on here, okay? Wow. Holy shoot. Look out for, oh, damn. Holy shit. Let me tell you this. Look, after I just came out of that 107 chocolatey, spicy, cinnamon, tobacco, what else did I say I had? The other one, I don't even taste it anymore. The Guadalupe. Ever since I just came from that pork cast finished whiskey, this one to me is very much toned down. It is very much in the realm of 80 proof. Shoot, this is water. This is water I'm drinking. Garrison Brothers, if you're watching, I do know they're going to rewatch this show next week. Maybe even tomorrow. Or maybe they're watching right now. I don't know. The point of the matter is, Garrison Brothers, this is 80 proof. Okay, if I say anything bad about honeydew, well, it's not your fault. Anyways, we're going to go with the nose over here. Damn! God damn! This smells like completely. It reminds me of one of the Arizona teas after just having the last one. Anyways, let me go to the nose. Let me be professional. I do smell a lot of vanilla on here. This is so impacted with vanilla that I think that if I was to make a drink, it would be this. This is just fantastic. It's like a creamy vanilla. The honey is always going to be there. But I can tell you one thing that I don't think I noticed before. Now that I just came back from that other whiskey, I do have a peach vibe on here. Just a peach vibe. A little bit peachy out here. A little bit peachy. Just a tad bit peachy. Look, this honeydew, I'm going to tell you, you have to have this neat. If you're indoors, you have to have it neat. If you're outside and the temperature is 100 degrees, I would recommend you to have this with ice, okay? I don't tell you to always put ice, but if you have to put ice in something, okay, make sure to put ice on this if you're outside. I'm going to tell you this. It's just so refreshing. This is a bottle that I can tell you I can have probably every day if it was hot outside, but I tend to take this out when it's hot. Anyways, again, I'm going to go with the nose. Not too complex nose, okay? Honey, just a little bit of honey. Just a little bit of honey. Just a tad bit of creamy, nice vanilla. A little bit of oak. I can smell the traditional Garrison Brothers oak note. And then just a little bit of peach. A little peachy out here. A little peachy. Anyways, let's go on with the palette on here. So far today, this is officially no super chat. So far on this stream, no super chat. And we can kind of tell that maybe, just maybe, okay? Maybe it's because I'm talking about Garrison Brothers. Anyways, I will say, let's go on with the palette over here. And let's go try this out. Oh. This is just... You know what? This is just so different for the last one. This gives me a more refreshing vibe now. I do taste very nice. I'm telling you, just it's like It's like if I went to somebody's garden, one of those honeybee keepers, and I just got a little bit of honey. It does taste like that. It doesn't taste synthetic. Very nice. I still tell you, at the end of the day, I still have another fruit in there, and I think indeed it has to be peach. But I do taste a little bit of, maybe it's berries. I do taste like a little bit of peach. The oak note is very in there. The oak note is in there. One thing I love about this is everything is just toned down beautifully. If you're a lady that wants a whiskey, this might be it. But you have to remember, when you're drinking this, you can't think of Kentucky style whiskey. Now this is the flaw. This is the flaw for many people out here. A lot of people buy this, and they think, "Oh man, this is gonna be insane." And then the first thing they think is when they drink this, they think in Kentucky style whiskey. So the first thing they're gonna think is Kentucky style profile. This is not Kentucky style profile. This is Texas. It's gonna be just different. Just like Indiana whiskey, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to get more oily stuff over there in Indiana. Over there in Tennessee, you're going to get maybe, everybody says, Flintstone type vitamin taste, and that's not what it is. You just have to dig down deep into the whiskey. But this Garrison Brothers, I'm going to tell you, let me go again. It is very, very mild, very approachable, very nice. I think even an old lady, 75 years old, can have this. This is absolutely, really, really phenomenal for an 80 proof whiskey. If you do not like honey, I will tell you, this is not the bottle for you. If you like honey, I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely the best honey. This is the best honey type of a profile coming out of Texas that you can get. There's nothing out there other than Lady Bird. Jesus. But we'll talk about that after, when I do the review of Lady Bird. But this one is, all in all, on the finish, I'm starting to taste the finish. Just nice. Very nice. Oak. I get the oak note on the finish. I still taste the oak note. And if I know correctly, I have a chocolatey note on the finish. And I can't say it's the last bottle. I can't say it's a Guadalupe bottle. I have a feeling that this actually has just a tad bit of chocolatey note on there on the finish. What the hell's going on? How did I find this? I do like the finish. Anyways, we're going to go on with the next whiskey. This one, I should take it down, but I'm not going to drink this all because we have the other ones that are heavy hitters. And I think everybody already knows the heavy hitters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate some of these. Okay, I'm rotating some of these. Let's rotate some of these out here. What am I doing? We're going to rotate just a tad bit of these here. This one over here, and then this one over here. Just rotating. Okay, nothing crazy. I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't had this one in... When did I have this one? Two months ago or something? Okay, so now we're going to be doing the Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. You know, there's a lot of people that call it other things. You can call it whatever you want. I don't care how you pronounce it. But I have a feeling it's Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. Have a feeling it's that way. We're going to try this one out, and I'm going to tell you, I'm really looking forward to this a lot. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I am really looking forward to this. Ruthless, I say ruthless. I'm going to give a shout out to anybody here. Because currently today I haven't got any super chats, and that's okay. I understand. I get it. I understand. Can't be doing a stream every day. I get it. But this is actually, these streams are for the people that really want. So it's all good. Anyways, Garrison Brothers. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so for all of you, this is a little bit, if you put it under the sun, you're probably going to get a rich, red-looking whiskey. If you put it under the sun. This, to me, is one of the only bottles out there that I can tell you, it always makes me smile every time I have it. I take it out sometimes for special occasions. As a matter of fact, this is a whiskey that I had, I believe I didn't show you guys, but I think I had this one for this Thanksgiving. I had a little pour of this. I'm going to tell you, every year I tend to take this out often. And one thing I can tell you, it always makes me smile. 115 proof, this Garrison Brothers from Texas. Apparently, if you don't know already told you, $160 to $200 this goes for. I'm going to drink some water before we taste this out and nose this out. Oh, that was good water. Anyways, here we go, okay? We're going to go on nosing this Balmorhea. And I think that all of you are going to have a blast with this because at the end of the day, this is very unique, very beautiful, amazing bottle. Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. Here we go. God, look at that juice. Look at how deep and dark. Look at that. Okay, here we go. We're going to go straight into... Oh, man. I'm looking forward to this. We're going to go straight into the nose out here, okay? Let's go on. Oh, my God. God. Oh, shoot. This is... This always makes me smile, man. I told you guys. This always makes me smile. Look, just the nose itself, it kind of reminds me, oddly, I don't want to say that it completely does, but whenever I open my humidor, my cigar humidor, there's a certain smile that I have because of cigars and the cedar wood inside the humidor, and I can tell you, this gives me that vibe. When I smell this, it gives me that vibe. Let's go into detail what I smell here, okay? This is everything I want. Everything I want. Strong, very strong. Just a hard hit of dark cherry just straight into my nostrils. Very much beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I get a lot. I'm talking about way too much tobacco note on here. To the point that I can say, if I close my eyes, and I always nose this out with Joseph Magnus cigar blend, I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to tell just a little bit because this is Texas, but I wouldn't be able to tell because it's that rich. It's just so rich. Oh, man. I do get a hit. I'm talking about a hit of like melted brown sugar. All in all, this is the nose. This is the nose that I want. I do love this. I am infatuated by this nose. Wow. Anyways, I'm going to go on with the palate, okay? Let's go on with the palate on here. I'm looking forward to this. Very, very unique bottle. And I tell you, I do love this. So here we go. Let's go on with the palate, okay? It's just, you know what? Oh, man. Gotta be kidding me. God damn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this reminds me of the best Coca-Cola product. And if you don't know the best Coca-Cola product, it is literally, okay, cherry Coca-Cola. That is probably the best. When you put a little bit of dark cherry on my Coca-Cola,
that's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
100%. It reminds me of that Coca-Cola feel. I love this, and I'm going to go straight into giving you more detail about this. But that's initially something I had to tell you that just reminds me of a lot. So here we go. Let me go on with the palate. I get a full body hit. Full body hit. Of that 115 proof, I get walnuts, just walnuts, a little bit of walnut action on there. I get just kind of like a plum factor on there, a little chocolate, very much chocolate, very rich chocolate, super rich chocolate, very nice chocolate. Caramel on top of that chocolate, okay? Caramel. And we're talking about the high class caramel. We ain't talking about the McDonald's caramel. We're talking about high luxury caramel on top of some chocolate, dozing off with a little bit of walnuts. Ooh, this is nice. Wow. This is very, very nice. Let me tell you, so far out of the ones that I just tried, this is probably the one that's winning out of the ones I tried. How did I try? I tried Honeydew. I tried the Guadalupe. Officially, this is the best one so far. The richest, the one that I like the most so far. Wow, that's beast. That's beast mode. Damn, that's beast mode. That's insane. So beautiful. Oh shoot, this is beast mode. Oh shoot, I'm about to break that. Okay, let's go back to the palette. Oh wow, this is just, I haven't even focused on the finish. Let me go back to the palette. God damn, that's beast mode. Ah, that's good. Now I do get, okay, I get a sparkle of a nutmeg, okay. On the finish, it's just blasting off. It's just blasting off. It's as if Elon Musk, one of his rocket scientists, decided to come over and say, hey, you want to try this? Okay, I'll try it. And he put a little bit of rocket powdered nutmeg on the finish on this bottle. I don't know how to explain it to you, but this is finish. You get that nutmeg, you get that oak note, that legendary Garrison Brothers, very unique oak note. And at the end of the day, one thing that just throws me off, like, damn, this is insane. The cherry Coca-Cola. I mean, the cherry Coca-Cola. It's all in my mouth. I love this. This is outstanding. I'm going to tell you, for all of you that want a long finish, I think out of the last three that I had, this is the longest finish so far. The Guadalupe is still there, has a good finish. But this one so far, I just can't tell you. This is so rich. This is so syrupy. It's something to really say, you know what? I paid $100, $200. Well, there's a reason why I paid that price. That's so that the son of a bitch neighbor next to me doesn't have this bottle. That's so that maybe, across the street I have maybe a guy in a mansion. He has his scotch, and he loves his 80 proof scotch. Well, I can tell you, he can shove that scotch up his ass. Because this Garrison Brothers, to me, makes me feel like I have the best bottle in the city. This, to me, this Garrison Brothers wipes out any Scotch whiskey that son of a bitch across the street with the mansion has, okay? Son of a gun! This is all Texas, baby, and I can tell you, I do love me some Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. This is fantastic, okay? I'm going to finish this up because I just have to. It is really, really that good. Oh my God. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. I'm gonna lick up the end of this. Let me finish this up. By the way, look at those legs. I don't know if you can see the legs. Okay, maybe you can. Look at the legs. Look at the trail. Look at the trail of legs that it leaves. If I can tell you, is this the richest Garrison Brothers bottle out there? The richest juice? We're going to see with the Cowboy, and we're going to see with the Ladybird. Oh no, I'm going to drink the rest of this. Oh man. Oh man, this is so good. This brings a smile to my face. I really love this. By the way, I'm gonna read one of the supporters out here. I'm gonna read his message out here. He says over here, "Rootless, cheers! A cigar shop I enjoy supporting doesn't have a cigar. I enjoy inside, so my buddy brought a cigar over for me to try, and honestly, I'm enjoying it. Rootless, it's an amazing comment. At the end of the day, this is the same feeling I have when I pop open a brand new one of these Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. I love this bottle. So far it's winning today. It's currently number one, but it has a little bit of a battle because we do have the Cowboy and we have the Ladybird. Okay, we have a little bit of a battle. For all of you that don't know, I'm gonna change up the tune. We're gonna be doing right now 2 other bottles. Okay, now these 2 other bottles, I think you've seen them before. I'm gonna put this on the screen. I'm gonna put this over here. Move this. This is the Cowboy. And then we have over here, this is the Ladybird, okay? There's 2 different whiskeys in front of me. They're gonna ultimately tell me which one will be the number 1 ranked Texas whiskey out of all of these. What is something that you will like? I think I already told you what I thought of the Honeydew. I told you what I thought of the Guadalupe. For some of you that don't like chocolate or spicy, maybe that might not be your thing, the Guadalupe. But either way, I think it's absolutely phenomenal for a dessert whiskey. And also the Balmorhea, if you like a little bit of cherry cola. If you like Coca-Cola in general, you should officially like the Balmorhea. Let me turn off my ice machine. This thing's pissing me off. There we go. Turn that son of a bitch off. Oh shoot, I turned it off with the wrong movement. Was doing some ice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, okay? Everything I do here is officially on the spot. I don't delete anything, and I cannot edit anything. So you get everything from me right here on the spot. Cowboy is the one to the right, and the one to the left is the Ladybird. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know which one to do first. I'm going to give it to the crowd, okay? Anybody in the crowd that wants to see what's next, you let me know. Tater Dom, anybody that has a wrench, if you want to pick out which one you want me to do next, I could do the Cowboy. The Cowboy is this one to the right, and then the Ladybird is the one to the left. Anyone that says the first one in the chat room that says the next bottle, I will do. By the way, while you guys do that in the chat room, I'm going to drink a little bit of water because I'm actually sweating. I need to take off my shirt very soon. I need to take off my shirt. You know what? I'm not going to take off my shirt. I think I'm going to put on the AC. Shit, this AC's off. I need to turn on that AC. Lady Bird, Bob. Bob loves whiskey says Lady Bird. I think we're going to go with that, okay? We're going to go with the Ladybird, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to swap these out just a tad bit. Let me put this. That's kind of, we don't have to swap shit out. All we have to do is put this on here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do the Ladybird right now. I do want to turn on the AC, but I don't have to. I don't want to go all the way over there. So you know what? We're going to roll with this. We're going to roll with this shit. Damn! Ladybird, Ladybird, Ladybird. For all of you that have experienced honeydew, if you experience the honeydew, this is a step up, okay? For all of you, let me show you this over here. This is the Ladybird 114. Okay, 114 is Texas bourbon whiskey. Okay, Texas bourbon whiskey infused with honey and finished in cognac casks. So I will tell you, you do get a nice cognac finish. And one thing I can tell you is that I think I need to put the AC on. I think I need to put... This is getting me real hot. So you know what? Give me a second. I will be right back. Let me put on that AC. Give me just a second, okay? Just a second. was intense. That was intense. Here I am once again. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hopefully nobody fell asleep. We're doing this live. So anyways, let's start out by nosing this out. Man, I put the AC on. As a matter of fact, I was going to take off my shirt. But I said, you know what? If I take off my shirt, I'm just going to get sick. Anyways, Ladybird. Whew. You know what? I think many of you have seen my review already on the Ladybird. We're going to go on with the nose on this, okay? Texas, Texas, Texas. Let's do this. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to this. Holy shit. Oh, man. This kind of reminds me of a wedding. Okay, I just came from a goddamn metal concert, and I just went straight to a wedding. That's what this reminds me of, okay? And if you don't know what a metal concert, that's like rock music. It just reminds me of, you know what? I just came out of that, and I just went straight into a wedding. Now, you're probably asking, what kind of analogy is that? Well, the analogy goes like this. This whiskey that I'm having right now with all of you, it is very dialed down compared to the last whiskey I had. Not only is it dialed down, but the nose reminds me a little bit too much of the roses and the flowers that they have at a wedding. You have a different clean, very nice, refreshing, almost a garden type of aroma. Very beautiful in here. And it goes along very beautifully with the honey, baby. This is all honey. But it does give me a little bit of that, how can I say, wildflower type of a note. This is basically, if you don't know, let me see if I actually have. I had a little bit of the seeds, because this comes with some seeds. I don't know where they're at. Let me see if I have them here. I had them here somewhere. Each one of these bottles that you buy officially comes with a pack of wildflower seeds that you can use in your garden. So officially, it has a little bit of that aroma, and you know what? It's beautiful. It's not intense. It's very toned down. It's classy. It's elegance all the way. If you were a groom or if you were a bride at a wedding, this would be something that you would really enjoy. As a matter of fact, if you're a prince, you would probably enjoy this. Now, if you are a prince, as in like maybe, who's that guy Prince that sings that song? If you were Prince, you would absolutely love this. Look, there's a lot of celebrities that would love this, and I can tell you, I absolutely love this nose. It is outstanding. Okay, very outstanding. So here we go. Oh man, this is this is good. I'm gonna go with the palette on here. Okay, so for all of you, enjoy the moment. Okay, enjoy the moment, because this is officially, I put this in 2023 from last year. I put this in one of my favorite whiskeys of last year, because it was just so, Garrison Brothers did a hell of a job with this. Anyways, let's go on with this. Okay, let's go on with the palette. Oh, this is so rich, man. This is so rich. Holy heaven, this is rich. I can't tell you enough of how rich this is. This is just so good, man. Oh, man. Let me show you the legs if I can, because I have to show you this. I'm not trying to sell you this bottle. I just want you all to know how unique and how much of a, let me see if I can you see it? I don't think you can see the legs. You can see them a little bit. The point of the matter is, you know, this is very, very rich, very nice. And we're going to go on with the palette again, because I am so I'm just enamored with this. So here we go. Let's go with the palate one more time. Let me tell you the notes that I find. Huh. Look, my mouth is watering. God damn! I think my mouth is watering more than any other whiskey that I have tried so far. I'm getting cherry syrup all up in this. I'm getting a little bit of I'm getting a little bit of plum in here, a little bit of plum fig, maybe you can say, because Garrison Brothers does have that, just a tad bit of that. I will tell you, it does remind me of a pancake. As a matter of fact, I kind of want a pancake right now. Now, I can tell you, it doesn't remind me of the Denny's pancakes because those are absolute trash. It reminds me of an IHOP pancake, okay? A beautiful, hot IHOP pancake. You put a little bit of that cherry syrup on here, and it's just so good, man. You know what? I could taste the honey. The honey's very there, but I can tell you, it is not too complex. You get the things you want out of this, and that's about it. It's kind of like, how can I explain to you? This is kind of like, how can I explain to you in a good way? This is kind of like maybe, you get a Jaguar. You know, a Jaguar, back in the days, you had a very collectible Jaguar, only 5. You got not the 6 shifter, you got the 5 shifter. That beautiful classic Jaguar that was just elegant, all white, interior, very, very, very caramel. You have a little bit of a chauffeur there ready for you, and that chauffeur has your pancakes ready for you, has a little bit of cherry syrup because he tells you, hey, my man, you can't have honey with a honey pancake. You have to have cherry syrup. So he gives you a cherry syrup, very thick. You put it on the pancake, and at the end of the day, you bite down on that pancake, and you get a little bit of that fig, you get a little bit of that plum note, you get a little tad bit of that chocolate. Oh man, I gotta go again. This is. I love this. Let's go back to this. Let's go with the palate. I'm gonna go with the finish on this one, okay? Oh man, that's good. That's good. Wow, that's good. Let me just tell you this. The finish is super, 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 super long. Very, very long. And you have to give it to the cognac finish. If you've never had a cognac finish, you have a cognac finish at the end. I'm going to tell you, before you get to the finish, you do get a little bit of chocolate. Oh my God. My mouth is watering. I feel like a dog that just saw a bone. My mouth is watering. Wow, this is insane. Before you get to the finish, you get a little bit of chocolatey note on there, okay? Just a tad bit of chocolatey note. And then you get that honey. The honey hit that just hits you. And then you just get the cognac feel to this. I think out of the ones that I just had so far, this one is very much in the same level as the Balmorhea. I'm going to tell you, man, this is so excellent. And the best part about this is that the honey actually, it's not in your face, because you do have a little bit of a different thing compared to maybe the honeydew. The honey's kind of more in your face, but you do get a little bit of that pancake type of feel. You do get the richness. You can tell by my saliva, it's dazzling. It's dazzling. I'm going to tell you this. I think, to me, this is very well made for a whiskey that they just decided to make all of a sudden and just put it out on the market. This is absolutely one of the most, how can I say, very, there's a word that I want to say. I can't say it's scrumptious, because scrumptious is like, you get the bite. This one doesn't give you the bite. This one gives you a very clean, smooth, very rich. It just gives you it gives you a richness, and it doesn't give you over intensity. And this is actually a perfect whiskey for anybody. If you're an enthusiast, if you're a rookie, I think this is one of the whiskeys that I can really recommend anybody. I do know one of my Reaper crew members, he ended up buying this. And since he's not used to something that's just such a release like this, when he first had it, he said, damn. He said, damn. And he was thinking Kentucky style whiskey. Remember, when you drink these, you have to think Texas whiskey. You can't be thinking New York style. You can't be thinking that Canadian style whiskey. You can't be thinking of Scotch. You gotta be thinking of Texas. And at the end of the day, Texas does this thing. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna put this back here. We're gonna go on with the Cowboy. The Cowboy is what we're doing now. I'm gonna tell you, so far, I don't even know what to tell you. I think we have almost a tie right now on both of those, the Lady Bird and the Balmorhea. Both of those are fantastic. We're going to do this one over here right now. Let me put this center stage. This is the one we're going to be doing. This is the Cowboy. Cowboy, you could look it up online if you want to. Okay? You could look it up online if you want to. Sometimes these prices go, they go for $350, $320. This one's going to be high proof too. This is going to be the highest proof out of all of them. This is going to be 130 proof. And let me just tell you, I am looking forward to this. I think many of you expect me to say I'm not looking forward to this, but I'm actually, this is one of my favorite bottles that I have. And at the end of the day, when it comes to this bottle, man, this screams Texas. If you want the number one whiskey, this might be it, okay? This is the bottle that I can tell you might be screaming in my ear and telling me you better say this is number one. This is the only whiskey out of all of them that will really put the gun in my face. This is the only whiskey that I can tell you that might actually say to me, hey, you son of a bitch, you better put me in number one. And you know what? And for all of you watching, I'm so glad you guys are here. It is currently, okay? It is currently 10:21 p.m. It is 1/5/2024. It is currently Friday, okay? Friday. And I will tell you, when it comes to this whiskey, I am really looking forward to this. Because at the end of the day, this is Kentucky. Okay, this is Kentucky killer. Okay, this is an Indiana killer. This is a Canadian whiskey killer. This is the Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon Whiskey. There's a reason why they call this the Cowboy, because it does hit a punch. It has a punch to it. And I will tell you, I am looking forward to this. I think all of you are actually, you've been wanting to see me talk about this. I don't even know if I have a review on this. I know I have the Lady Bird review, but this is Texas, man. We gotta give it to Garrison Brothers, okay, for making this bottle. Anyways, let me put aside this metal. As a matter of fact, let's take this metal off and let's put this metal over here. Yeah, let's put that metal over here. Let's put this over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon Whiskey. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Anyways, are you all ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on with the nose. Let me show you the color. Okay, let's go and show you the color on here. Look at the color. A very, very dark, very, very rich looking, very, very strong, 130 something proof. Okay, let's go on and let's smell out this Cowboy. Today in the Super Chats, I haven't got any Super Chats today, and you know what? I will say, there's a lot of people that actually don't like Texas whiskey, but that's okay. I have to tell each and every one of you, at the end of the day, Texas whiskey is here to stay. They're not going anywhere. I will always buy Garrison Brothers because I love me some Texas whiskey. Anyways, I gotta drink some water, and then we're gonna go straight into this. Whew. Let me breathe. Let me drink a tad bit of water. Okay, baby, let's go on with this. You know what? I'm going to say this. For all of you watching, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number one. And this is probably, this might be number one. We're going to see now, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on with a nose on this bad boy. Let's straight up go into this Garrison Brothers. Oh, shoot! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That nose! Holy shit, that nose is insane! Damn! Ladies and gentlemen, let me tune down a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, that nose is incredible. That nose, that just took out all the stuff that I had in my system. Oh, shoot! Whoa! Texas, Texas, Texas. Hello, Texas. You woke me up on this one. This one is goddamn booming. This one is booming. I love this. Holy snap. By the way, I'm going to show you the glass because currently I have a lot of legs on this and I can't tell you that I cannot show you. I have to show you. Look at the legs, okay? Look at the legs on this whiskey, okay? I haven't even drank this yet. I'm only stirring it. Look at this. I'm only stirring this. Okay? I'm gonna tell you, the nose is incredible. Super rich, super rich, super rich on that caramel. The caramel stands out more than any whiskey I probably had this year. The caramel note on this nose is intense. Intense. It's as if I'm at the caramel factory. This is intense. Holy shit. Oh. Wow. Wow, that's intense. That is intense caramel factory. I do get honey. And I get a super, super rich, super nice wooden, no honor that. Oh no, very nice. This thing is so rich, it is so velvety, that nose, that my mouth, if you heard it slapping, it's because my saliva is really working its way all the way out of my mouth. Damn. Damn. This Garrison Brothers, you know what? I gotta put some piano. I gotta put some piano on. Look, this Garrison Brothers, if you have a bottle like this, you can literally pick at it all you want to. You can go deep into it. You can go hard under it. You can go straight slapping it around. You can talk about it. You can look at it. You can smell it. You can taste it. You can go to the finish. This is something very unique just by looking at my bottle. I mean, not my bottle, my glass. I'm looking at the glass. And it's really, look, I'm going to show you again. This is really... It's forming so many legs. I cannot stop looking at this. I'm like a scientist looking at the first germ he's ever discovered. Okay, I'm like a scientist that just discovered the first germ ever under the microscope. I'm just looking at this glass. It's beautiful. Man, that is booming. Caramel, honey, super rich honey, super rich oak. Everything's rich. Anyways, I'm going to go on with the palate. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to all of you. It is Friday, baby. Let's go straight into this. Let's taste this out. Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, hello. Very, very. Hello, I see you, nutmeg. You got nutmeg just lingering on my tongue. The caramel says hello. It says hello like if I just opened the front door. And the guy, his name is Caramel. That is insane. Super strong caramel on here. Super strong. I'm talking about, I think, the strongest caramel note that I can have tasted maybe this year. And yeah, we are 5 days into 2024. So that is kind of a joke. I hope you got it. But it is the strongest caramel noted whiskey I have tasted so far. It's very, very rich on that oak. That oak is super, super rich. Super, super rich. Holy shit. Again, I will tell you, this does give me a vibe just like the Balmorhea. You have the Coca-Cola vibe. But this actually doesn't give me the vibe of the other Balmorhea. I told you the Balmorhea had like a, what is it, a cherry Coca-Cola. Well, this is like a regular Coca-Cola. This is like a regular Coca-Cola. You got the notes in there just like that. I'm going to go back to the palette on here. This is, wow. This is insane. Okay, we're going to go back to the palette. Here we go. Super strong caramel. Holy heaven. Nutmeg. Ooh, that nutmeg. Nutmeg coming through. Very syrupy, very rich. It's almost as rich as a Dr. Pepper, if I can't say correctly. Almost like a Dr. Pepper. I have, oh man. Wow. Dark cocoa notes, okay? Dark, a little bit dark. I'm going to say like almost like a chocolatey dark coconut. I was going to say coconut. No, I didn't say coconut. Like coca. Oh, man. I usually say cacao. My friends usually tell me that just say cocoa. Cocoa. That's usually what I do taste most of the times on this whiskey. I will tell you that if you do like richness, if you do like a very rich whiskey, something different, this is going to be in your ballpark. Very, very strong, very, very intense, very much Texas. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to focus on the finish over here, but mainly, I will say, caramel. You get the nutmeg, and it almost reminds me just a tad bit. Now, the nutmeg, though, let me back this up. The nutmeg kind of reminds me just a tad bit of kind of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, if I can say correctly. It reminds me, the nutmeg on here reminds me a little bit of a Cinnamon Toast Crunch type of feel. Okay, like the cereal just a little bit, okay? But it's a nutmeg. You could taste it. But the Coca-Cola, man. I have the Coca-Cola feel to this. Let me go on with this again, and let me see what I think of this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that finish. Oh, man. That finish. Let me tell you, the finish, I get something that I don't think the other bottles gave me. I do get a little bit of a leather note on there, okay, on the finish. I will tell you, I do get a little bit of leather note on there on the finish. It mingles really good with that oak note. Very nicely with that oak note. And I tell you, if this had just a tad bit of maybe tobacco note, it might be different. It might be just insanely insane. But why would I want tobacco note when I have the other bottle? The other bottle has a little bit of that. So it's kind of hard to really say, which is amazing. This is so good. I mean, it's so nice. But the one thing that I can tell you out of all of these bottles, this one over here has to be the most intense, the most ridiculous, the most out there. If you like caramel, you will like this. If you like a lot of caramel, you will like this. And also, I will say, I do know a lot of you wonder, you guys are wondering, is it worth the price? Well, these are the notes that I literally have in my mouth. If you like just a tad bit of nutmeg, if you like leather, if you like a little bit of kind of a finish that's kind of dry, it is not too dry, but it's dry. if you like just a little bit of Coca-Cola vibe on here. Look, even my saliva is still stirring up. I want to go with this again. I'm going to finish this glass because I really tell you, Texas, one of the best stuff that they do out there, it has to be this bottle, and they preach upon it. They say the Cowboy is the best. So I'm going to say we're having to finish this. There's no way I can't finish this. Let's finish this up, okay? Let's finish this glass up. Ooh. I kind of found a little bit of spicy, a little bit of rye spice on here. I just found a tad bit of rye spice, but it could be that nutmeg. It could be that nutmeg. And I tell you, I think it's the nutmeg that I'm tasting. I get a little bit of cinnamon on here too. And now that I'm drinking the last bit of it, I have a tad bit of a raisin note. Just a tad bit of a raisin note. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to say it's a fig or a plum. I'm going to say it's more of a, almost like a raisin. But the finish is exactly how it is. Very, very long. Very, very leather forward and oak forward. All around. Let me say this. For this Cowboy, let me step this back just one bit, okay? And let me take this out of the way. For that Cowboy, if you're paying that price for that Cowboy, it better be insane. And it is insane. It's insane. It is insane. You want an insane bottle? Well, you got it. You got it. Now, I will tell you, we're trying to rank the number one best Texas whiskey that we have on the screen. And I have to think of all of you. I can't just think of myself. I have to get a median. I have to be in the middle. I have to think out of the box. If I was to pick one whiskey out here, and I was to put maybe 10 of you in a room, which one would you like? I have to think like that. I can't completely think of myself. Yeah, the Reaper has his opinions. It's very subjective, and I love the fact that Reaper says that this bottle's number one. But at the end of the day, when I say my bottle's number one, the bottle that I pick, I'm thinking of all of you. I'm not only thinking of myself. This is a channel that was started by me, and the reason why it started by me is because I saw a lot of you, mainly, okay? I saw a lot of you getting redirected to the wrong side of the woods. And sometimes the wrong side of the woods takes you down a path where you have a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 and you think Wild Turkey 101 is the best, when it's not. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure your dollar bill and your 200, 150, 300, whatever it is, you get the full, complete bang for your buck. So officially, I have 2 bottles currently on the screen that I feel that you would like. And we're going to rank this, and we're going to put one over here. Let me put the first one that I think we're going to put, okay? So this one has to be in the mix, okay? That one absolutely has to be in the mix. Okay, ranked, you have to put this one either 1 or 2. 1 or 2. No, there's going to be a second one. Now, you guys are probably wondering, you had to put the Cowboy. You have to put the Cowboy. Come on, man. You got to put the Cowboy. Officially, if the Lady Bird wasn't on the screen, I can officially say I can put the Cowboy. Okay, but the Lady Bird is actually on the screen, and I have to say it's very hard for me to put the Cowboy in the 1 or 2 spot, because you have 2 absolute bangers of whiskeys that a lot of people would like. A lot of people would think that it's just delicious. It's just, these 2 bottles in front of me are just outstanding. If I gave the Cowboy just to anybody, a lot of people will probably say, wait a minute, time out. What'd you give me? So, in this moment, I'm going to tell you, maybe the Cowboy has to step back just a little bit. I will say the Cowboy, it is fantastic. And I know many of you were expecting this to be number one. You're expecting this to be number one because the distillery says that this is the number one whiskey. But officially, have to think about you guys. Reaper Crew, come on, Reaper Crew. If you don't know, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is, Reaper Crew. We're number one. I have to stamp this one back because if I gave that bottle to somebody in the UK, they would say it'd probably be too strong, and they will forget about it. So officially, we have two in front of us that are just probably bangers. And I'm gonna say one thing: there's a little bit of a draw breaker on here. At the beginning of the show, we had spoken about somebody on the Reaper Crew, and they had mentioned this bottle. Now, this bottle itself, you've seen it now. It's in the screen. It is one of the ones that I was actually putting on here to tie break any of this. Now, you guys are probably wondering, you guys are like, so you're gonna drink this? And I have a problem here. Currently, my problem is, am I classifying Cowboy as a number 3? Or do I have to put the tiebreaker in here to tell me and wake me up and say, you know what, you messed up. You have to put the Cowboy in the number 2 or the number 1 spot. So what I'm going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw a curveball. We're throwing a curveball because this is actually a whiskey you can buy too. Throughout the USA, you can find these barrel-proof Garrison brothers. And I can say, I am throwing you a curveball. Yes, I used to be an athlete. I used to know how to throw curveballs, and I still do. As a matter of fact, we're throwing a curveball on this live stream because I can't figure out which is number 1 or number 2. We have to put something else in here. And the best thing for us to do is actually throw somebody in the mix. Sometimes you got to put a lion with an alligator. You got to figure out if the alligator can take out the lion. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're officially going to throw a goddamn... what are we going to throw in here? I think we're going to put a megalodon in here, okay? We're throwing a goddamn megalodon. Let me pour this out. And this is going to be the same bottle we're using. Just the problem is I bought 2 of them. And I had one that I decided. Anyways, you know the point. So let's pour this up, okay? And as a matter of fact, I will be, for this curveball, we got to put the music, okay? We got to put the music. If you don't put the music, you ain't doing it right, Reaper. You ain't doing it right. So, Shane, goddamn, this man coming through. He has just officially, for all of you that don't know, Shane is officially the biggest super chatter today. Shane, you are freaking amazing. I thought for sure I'll never do another Texas whiskey stream again. But now that I see you, Shane, I will tell you, Shane, thank you so much, Shane. You are the reason that I will probably put Texas whiskey in the frame. And I will say, Shane, I have to do this. I do know, Shane, that now you have a wrench. And I will say, I believe you had a different account. You have about 3 different accounts. So I have to make sure that this account that you have currently, you are officially with the wrench. I forgot to give you the wrench. But anyways, over here, Shane with the $20 says, Ribbon Crew, we're number 1. And I love the fact that he says that because we're about to do that. Ribbon Crew, you know what time it is. Hell yeah, we're number 1. Okay, so let me pour this up. Let's do this. Holy shit, this is going to be the tiebreaker. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Holy shit, I'm looking forward to this. By the way, I'm going to blow my nose before we do this. I have to make sure that my nose is completely just... Okay. I don't know what came out of there, but I can tell you there was a lot of intense caramels and a lot of oak and a lot of cherries and a lot of Coca-Cola just came out of my nose. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this. I have to do a tiebreaker on here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I'm looking forward to this. And always, I will say, Shane says over here, always bring the top shit. That's what it is, man. We bringing the top shit up in this bitch. Oh, shoot. I'm going to tell you. Let me show you. This is how dark this is. This is very, very dark. Oh, man. Let's go. Texas, 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 baby. Garrison Brothers, I hope. If you're watching this, when you're watching this, just close your ears in the last 1 minute that I said, B.I. I've been listening to a lot of rap music, so that's what happens when you listen to Little John. Let's go with the nose on this one, and let's see what I got. I'm going to do a quick one for this one. Oh my goodness. Man, this is, I don't even know. Oh, Garrison Brothers. Wow. Garrison Brothers, you all kicking my ass. This is 120.4 proof. Holy shit, Garrison Brothers. Let's go on with the nose again. Oh my god. Caramel. Up the yin-yang caramel. To me, this reminds me of the Cowboy nose. The only difference, I get a little bit of fig, almost like a fig. I get a nutty profile on this. And I get a roasted oak note on here. Let me say this, okay? I get a roasted oak note on here. Very rich. Oh, so very rich. You know what it reminds me of? I'm going to give you a good example of what this reminds me of, because I do know a lot of you know what this reminds. Like, I'm going to give you a good example. If any of you have gone to like a festival, maybe you've gone to how can I say, maybe a carnival. You gone to a carnival, a festival, and at these carnival festivals they give you, well, they don't give you, but you have to buy for $5. They give you like pecan nuts, and those nuts are filled up with caramel, I believe. They're roasted nuts. This reminds me of that. The nose all around reminds me of that. Let me tell you, it is a beautiful nose. It is very beautiful. I'm going to go on with the palette on here on this one. Okay, we're going to go on with the palette. And I'm going to actually see. I'm going to see. Does this make me Does this make me officially say, you know what? I do know what number one is at the end of the day. We're going to see now. Okay, let's go on the palate. Oh, shoot! Oh, holy shit! This is a bomb. The cinnamon is enhanced to another level. It's as if somebody was sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon on my tongue out of nowhere, and all of a sudden the whole top of that cinnamon bottle just popped open, and my mouth is filled with that nutmeg, cinnamon, oak note on here. Holy shit. This is intense. The last time I had this was a long time ago. Holy shit. This is Texas, baby. Holy shit. This is Texas. You know, I'm sleeping good tonight, I'll tell you that. I'm sleeping going to good tonight. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is the most intense bottle that I've had so far. Now the Cowboy is very intense. But the problem is with the Cowboy, that cinnamon note and that hit that I just did is tuned down. It's as if the Cowboy is so balanced. And this is not a balanced bottle. Holy shit. The fuck did I just drink right now, man? Damn. Shoot, Garrison Brothers. I'm going to tell you, Garrison Brothers, look, you can try to send me a bottle, but I ain't going to accept it. The only thing I will accept, Garrison Brothers, I'll accept a glass. You give me a nice glass that says Garrison Brothers, that's the only thing. And I know you're watching. I know you're watching. I think there's a woman that's in charge of the social media, but I'm not 100%. I just know that she follows or he follows me on Instagram. And if you haven't already, do me the favor, subscribe to Instagram, the Whiskey Reaper. I don't have a Facebook, you son of a gun. Somebody told me, hey, you got a Facebook the other day? I go, no, I don't have a Facebook. Who has Facebook? Only the people out here that are... Anyways, the point of the matter is, hey, we're going to go back to this palette. I'm not looking forward to this. This is a huge roller coaster. Now, you guys are probably wondering, you guys are like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Why don't you like this? Well, initially, it really was a hit of a lot of spices. I'm going to go back to this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drink some water. Here we go. It's completely toned down now. Now I'm getting caramel. I'm still getting that roasted beautiful, roasted oak note. That nutmeg that I tasted, now it's more cinnamon than anything. You get a little bit of just a tad bit of rye spice, nothing crazy, just a tad bit of rye spice. I'm going to tell you, the first initial sip of that one was a lot of cinnamon and rye spice. I'm going to tell you all around, this is a bottle you can get in your city. You have to make sure that it says barrel proof. And this will be eventually, literally all the flavors that I'm getting on here, they're just going to be moved around just a little bit differently. The finish is very, very dry. If you like the dry oak, this is your thing. Let me tell you this. This bottle itself, if I can tell you one thing that stands out about this bottle, is the price. You're looking at 160 something, or $170, $180 for this bottle. I ended up getting two, obviously. This is my second bottle. The other one's in the decanter. But this over here, I think you might have to add a little bit of drops. And you know what? This is what we're going to do that, okay? I have to add a little bit of drops because this is just too much. Let me add just a tad bit, okay? Now, this is not fair for the other bottles. But the reason why this is not fair is because this is actually, this is a curveball. We have to add some water on here. This is the curveball. If you don't know, when you play a video game or when you actually play against a cheater, the cheater will do something to cheat. And right now, I had to take out the cheat code onto this live stream because I can't figure out which is number one. The two bottles that we had earlier were fabulous. This is going to be the curveball. Let's see how this smells like now. Oh, God. Wow. Shoot! This nose is almost exactly as a Cowboy. Holy shit! Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go with the palette on here. Super dilated, like super toned down. You know what? Oh, this curveball is amazing. I finally figured out, just by drinking this, I figured out what I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3. I officially know from drinking this all around, I think I have the bottles that we have classified as number 1, number 2, but I have to finish this bottle. I have to finish this glass. Look at how rich this is. Very rich, very rich. Look at that. Let's go on with this. Oh, that's candy. That's candy, baby. Holy shit, that's candy. Oh, wow. Okay, so you know what? I think I figured it out. This one is a good thing that I put this one on here. Let me move this out here. Let me move this out of the way. Let me move this over here in position. And, okay. Let me move this maybe a little bit outside. You know what? Let me move. I have to make sure that everything's moved. Let me move this over here. Yeah, let me move this. That goes there. That goes there. Let me move this out here. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, what a battle! What a battle! This was. Look, I wasn't looking forward to this battle because everything in Texas is big, and I don't want to overstimulate my palate. Okay, you get what I mean? I was looking forward to Friday's stream, but I kind of was worried that I actually was going to be overstimulated in my palate. But I think I figured out which one is number 1 rank, number 2 rank, and number 3. And you know what? I'm going to take this out of the screen. Let me take this. Let me take that out of the screen. Let me put this somewhere else here. Oh, wow. Let me put this over here. This looks a lot better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks good. That looks good now. Holy shit. Oh, hell yeah. Now we talking. Now we talking. Hell yeah. I love this view. Reaper Crew. Hey, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number 1. Okay, so officially, let me give you the download of the download, okay? So I had the dilemma on here. You already saw. I had to put a curveball. I told myself, I said, you know what, this one's beautiful, and then this one's beautiful. They're both beautiful, but I have to really pick one. And at the end of the day, we do have the Cowboy. The Cowboy is supposed to be the best whiskey coming out of Texas. It has to be the best. But after judging this and after figuring this out, I said, you know what? Cowboy has to step back. So officially, we have Cowboy in third place. Currently, we have it in third place. Okay, so let me move this over here. Third place, Cowboy. Reason why we're going to put Cowboy in third place, I have to think of all of you. Sometimes I have to think of all of you. I have to put myself into your shoes. And most of you, if you buy Cowboy, you might not enjoy it. If you haven't had any of the Texas whiskey, you might take that for granted. To me, I love myself some Cowboy because at the end of the day, I have a backup. And I will tell you, I just love the profile, everything about the Cowboy bourbon whiskey. It's fantastic. But there's two that stood out to me that I can drink more. And that's the Balmorhea and the Ladybird. Those are the two to me that I could drink a lot more than the Cowboy. And you're probably asking right now, well, what the hell? You said that this was good. Well, this is probably the best port cast finish in the market, but that doesn't say that this is bad. Just because it's in the back of the pack doesn't mean this is bad. This is fantastic. But the problem is with this one, to me, it's more of a dessert whiskey. I can have this maybe after a meal with a cigar. I can have this maybe on a winter day, maybe after I had eaten. I can't have this all the time. Okay, when it comes to honeydew, I can have this all the time, but most of the time it has to be hot. I have to be in the mood for something light whiskey because this is 80 proof. So I actually have this in last place, but it's still good. It's still good, but I have that in last place. So officially, we have Ladybird, 114 proof, finished in cognac cask. And then we have 115 proof, Garrison Brothers Balmorhea. Which one will I pick to be number one? Oh man, they're both good. I really don't know what to say. It's almost like saying, hey son, and you got 3 sons. You know what I mean? Well, as a matter of fact, you don't have 3 sons. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 sons. And you tell your one son, hey son, I'm sorry to say, but I like your brother more than you. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to say that. But at the end of the day, these aren't living beings. These aren't, they're not alive. They won't feel bad if I say that number one. So, you know what? Let's put that aside. Let's put that little saying aside. Ladies and gentlemen, the number one whiskey, as a matter of fact, I'm going to say the number 2 whiskey. The number 2 whiskey to me, okay, is Garrison Brothers Ladybird. This is fantastic. If you have never had a Garrison Brothers Ladybird, let me just say this. It is just so smooth. It is delicious. It makes you think, holy shit. I have never had a whiskey that has honey like this. I've never had a whiskey that's rich like this. I've never had a whiskey that doesn't beat up my palate. I've never had a whiskey that literally hasn't talked back to me. And this Ladybird doesn't talk back. This Ladybird is fantastic. I love it. But I have to put it in the number 2 spot. And the number 2 spot is actually better than putting the Cowboy because it beat the Cowboy. Because it's just so... It's so delicious, okay? That's the word I need. It is delicious. Now you're probably asking, why didn't you put the Cowboy in front of the Ladybird? Well, the reason why is because I can't have the Cowboy every day. The Cowboy to me is something that I can have at special occasions. The Ladybird I can see myself having it maybe every week. The Ladybird I can have every week. I mean, you can see how low this bottle is. Look at how low. I mean, come on, baby. Come on. The Ladybird is officially delicious. And if I want something to wake me up, the Cowboy will wake me up. But I don't want to be woken up all the time. Okay, not all the time. So, Cowboy, I'm putting you in number 3. Ladybird, you're number 2. And officially, my favorite... Oh, shit. I can't believe I'm doing this live. I can't believe I'm doing this live. How embarrassing for any of you that are out there with a poster out there that has a poster of, if you're out there in the crowd right now with a poster of Cowboy, I'm sorry. If you have a poster in the audience right now, point it at me with the poster of the Cowboy and it says, Reaper, I love Cowboy, pick me. I'm sorry to say, if I embarrassed you, I'm sorry. But we're about to embarrass you, and we're about to say this is number 3. Number 1, Garrison Brothers whiskey that I can say on this stream. There's no other stream that I don't think there's another stream that has ever done it like this, because we are number 1, and I can say the reason why I picked this whiskey out of all of the whiskeys, the number 1 whiskey from Garrison Brothers, and I wasn't planning on it, okay? Before the stream, I said, wait a minute, I am in a toss-up, I don't know what to pick, but we're going to see what happens. Before the stream, I said that I don't even know what's going to win. Whatever I say is going to be it, it's going to be in the internet forever. Fuck it, we're going live! Ladies and gentlemen, this is officially, okay, the number 1. It doesn't matter what city, what state, where in the world you live. Garrison Brothers, I think, has the number 1 whiskey when it comes to this beautiful ball. This is officially the number 1 ranked Texas whiskey, in my opinion, from Garrison Brothers. This is outstanding, and this is officially...
Raise the goat! The goat!
Hell yeah, this is officially number 1 ranked. Let me explain to you why, okay? I love the fact that this is rich. I love the fact that the color on this whiskey is always red. And you're probably asking, man, what the hell you mean? Red? Yes, red. If you get a Glencairn and you go outside with your horse, you look at the sun, and you decide to put a little bit of whiskey in your Glencairn as you're riding your horse. And if your horse's name is Thunder, congratulations, we have the same horse. But I can say, if you're looking up in the sky with the sun beaming at you, if you put this whiskey up to the sunlight, make sure to put the whiskey in front of the sun, because if not, you might end up at the doctor blind. I will tell you that the liquid in the juice is extra amber red. Not only is it amber red, when you drink this, okay, it is absolutely one of a kind. I don't think there's a whiskey bottle that I have tasted here today on this stream that I can officially say, you know what? This can't go back. I can't tell you that any of these bottles out here have that dark cherry Coca-Cola note on there, except for this one. This is the only one out of all of the whiskeys that we have literally on the screen. You could look at the Stag Jr. in the back. I don't give a damn what they say about Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace ain't paying me shit. You could look at the Stag Jr. The Stag Jr. Okay, doesn't have the Coca-Cola. It doesn't have the Coca-Cola vibe to it. Okay, there isn't an Old Forester whiskey out there. Let me put that Old Forester, okay? There isn't an Old Forester whiskey out there that has a Coca-Cola. I keep on why am I keep on saying this? Look, there ain't an Old Forester that has a Coca-Cola. Shit! You see, this is the beauty of not editing nothing. Look, when it comes to Coca-Cola, ain't no way Buffalo Trace can do what this bottle has. Okay, look, one other company out here that I have around here. Oh shit, High West. Okay, High West. Ain't no way you got a whiskey out there that has a dark cherry Coca-Cola feel. There ain't no whiskey you have out there. And the best thing about all of this is I think all of you already know my favorite whiskey out there is Elijah Craig. There's no Elijah Craig that I know of that has a dark cherry Coca-Cola vibe to it. Okay, there is no Elijah Craig out there that officially can get close to this animal. Look, there's a lot of other whiskeys out there that we can talk about, okay? There's a lot of other whiskeys. But we're talking about Garrison Brothers, and we're ranking the best Garrison Brothers out there. And this is officially the best, number one, the most unique, most wanted, the bottle that you need out there that I can say officially, you know what? It takes me to another level when I have this. I have literally told you all this right now, and I want to go out to the store and buy myself 3 of these bottles. Okay, shoot! I want to go out there right now, ladies and gentlemen, and buy myself 3 of these bottles. And that's how much I am so in tune with the stream. I feel like you guys in the crowd right now. I feel everything you are feeling, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. Garrison Brothers, oh man, that shit is amazing. It's fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I will say the super chat, the biggest super chat we got was from Shane. And Shane, let me just say this. I appreciate you, Shane. You're amazing. I hope you have yourself a good Garrison Brothers that you can buy. And if you see this bottle, I can tell you, I think you should definitely get this over the Cowboy. You should get it over the Lady Bird. You should get it over maybe the Store Pick Garrison Brothers. You should get it over the Guadalupe. You should get it over maybe an Elijah Craig that you see for $150 or $100. If I can tell you one thing in this show, one thing that I can really... you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm sorry, man. I have to slap it on the other companies. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to. Okay, so here we go. Sorry to say, if you see one of these for $120, this one would be the better buy. Okay, if you see Stag Jr., for $200, the Garrison Brothers, to me, would be a better buy. If you see the Calumet Farms, for $150, the Garrison Brothers, to me, would be the better buy. One of the bottles that I have out here that will stunt you out and make you say, damn! Let me see what other bottles that I can show you. Oh, man. Oh, this is sad. You know what? This to me, this is, you know, I'm gonna stop comparing other companies after this. If you see the Baker's 13, personally, I can tell you that this bottle, this Garrison Brothers, is better than the Baker's 13. It is just more unique. It is something different. It is something that you don't find in another whiskey. I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to make you realize that this bottle, Garrison Brothers, is literally amazing. I love it. This is why we rank it number 1 in the line from Garrison Brothers. And Texas, I hope all of you in Texas are proud, because I am very proud to say that we have ended an amazing stream. We have gone on for 2 hours and 11 minutes on a Friday. We have 120 people watching. And at the end of the day, for all of you watching, I will tell you, Shane, I think I'm going to keep you on the board. You are the biggest super chatter today. And to be able to experience this feeling that I have, well, you're just going to have to buy all of the Garrison Brothers. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Look, at the end of the day, let's be happy about this moment. Holy shit. Oh, man, I'm so happy. Damn, with a stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one take stream. This is officially what I can do to every stream that you watch. If this is your first stream that you watch from the beginning to the end, all my streams are like this. Literally, all my streams are like this. I I do everything on the spot, and that's the beauty of my streams. I'm going to tell you, I enjoy streams more than videos because I can give you a little bit. G says, damn! G says, damn! I see you, G! G says, damn! Shane, anyways, you're the biggest super chatter today, so if I end the show now, I will tell you, it comes down to the biggest super chatter. Anybody that sends the biggest super chat on my main streams will be on the board at the end. I could get $150, I could get $100, doesn't matter how much money I get. At the end of the day, if you have produced more super chats than anybody else, you will be the last one, and the biggest super chatter that does that always stays on the board. So Shane, thank you so much for this, and Farm Kitty, I see you. Farm Kitty says, great stream, Reaper. This has been a fantastic stream from the beginning to end. I am going to sleep very, very, very happy. And Garrison brothers, I do know they will be watching this. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I hope you enjoyed the curveball that I threw on here. You weren't expecting a curveball, but you got it. Reaper Crew, don't forget, okay? I stream as many times as I can, as long as I get super chats. When I get super chats, I keep on streaming. So Reaper Crew, we're going to say this. You know what time it is, Reaper Crew. It's the end of the show, and I will be ending this stream soon. The next stream that I do, God knows what I'll do. I don't even know what I'll do, but I will tell you, it's going to be an amazing stream the next show. Reaper Crew, you already know what time it is. We're number one. We're going to keep the biggest super chat on here, Shane. Thank you, Shane, for sponsoring the show. And I will say, Friday, I hope you all have an amazing rest of the day on this Friday. I'll see you all soon, and I'll see you, baby. For all of you, I see you, Garrison brothers. The winner today. Holy shit. You know what? Oh, wait, before we end this, I have to put this on the screen. Did I pick this up yet? I haven't. I'm going to do that, okay? For all of you watching, let's pick this up. Look at this. The winner on this stream. Let me make sure that it's actually my other hand. Ah, man. The winner on the stream. This is, holy shit, look at this. This is number one, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, love this. Anyways, let me put this over here. What a stream, what a stream. Oh man, what a stream. Over here, Reaper, get a hold of me. Get your email. I want to send you unique bottle. Shane, you have to message me on Instagram. Anybody that has a wrench out here, if you have a wrench, you could respond to me on Instagram. Instagram's the only place that I have email, anything, because at the end of the day, I get too many messages, okay? Too many messages. So Shane, officially, let me tell you this, Shane. You have to subscribe to Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can message me. I have a lot of messages there, but the only people that I respond to mainly are distilleries and also all of you out here in the group. I see you. For all of you that have a wrench in the Reaper Crew, you guys are the one that get preference. I respond to you faster than anybody else, and I will tell you, recently I had a weird message. Some girl messaged me and she said something about, hey, you like hairy asses? I go, no. Blocked her. So let me just say this. When it comes to these messaging apps, I'm going to tell you, I don't like a lot of messages, so I do only respond to the people out here with the wrench. So if you have a wrench, you can message me all you want to, okay? That's how it goes. But anyway, Shane, I will tell you, I hope you enjoyed the stream. And for all of you, I hope you all really enjoyed everything. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all soon. This has been an amazing stream. And I hope some of you thought that was a funny ending. I don't know if you guys heard that part. Did you guys hear that part? I hope you didn't. But if you did, okay. I'll see you. I hope you're not watching. I'll see you. See you all soon.